What's up folks, Crazy for Games here, bringing you an informative video about Grand Theft Auto Vice City. This is one fact about every mission in the game, including the side missions. Just to make you aware that this video covers the missions on the PC version of the game, so some of the information in this video may be slightly different on other versions of the game, including the Japanese version. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Here is one fact about every mission in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The very first mission is called In the Beginning. The only way to see the mission's title is by saving your game and then looking at the save files. In An Old Friend, Sonny is meant to be talking to Tommy while in Liberty City, but he's actually in a hidden room in the Ocean View Hotel.
You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with! Wait, Sonny.
In The Party, if you use a car to take Mercedes to the pole position club, she'll ask Tommy two questions.
Will you be working for my father?
Maybe.
Do you mind me resting my hand in your lap?
Maybe.
It's so difficult having a rich and powerful father. Vamos.
If you use a bike instead, she'll only ask the first question.
Will you be working for my father?
Maybe.
It's so difficult having a rich and powerful father. Vamos.
If you fail Back Alley Brawl by destroying Lance's car before he gets in it, he won't disappear. He'll just behave like an ordinary pedestrian. He'll even shoot at you if you attack him. In Jury Fury, the truck that crashes into the juror's car is called a Spanned Express, which only appears during this mission and Riot. It never appears anywhere else, not even in traffic. In Riot, if you don't get the coveralls outfit from Raphael's, some of the workers at the depot will fight you instead of each other. You'll fail Treacherous Swine if you let Gonzalez run all the way to the police station in Washington Beach. The name of the French courier in Mall Shootout is Pierre Laponce. His name is never mentioned during the game, but it can be found on the game's official website. In Guardian Angels, Diaz's Admiral is bulletproof, fireproof, explosion-proof and damage-proof. To obtain it, simply fail the mission and it's all yours. In The Chase, if you destroy the BF injection without killing the thief, he'll steal another vehicle and drive to his destination himself, using a more direct route instead of going all the way around the North Point Mall. In Phnom Penh 86, if you look to the rear when the helicopter flies under the bridge, you'll see a man jumping off the bridge to his death. He is the same character model as one of the Spanned Express workers that you see during Riot, so it's possible that he lost his job and is now committing suicide. You'll fail Sir Yes Sir if the tank reaches a warehouse in Vice Port. The warehouse is only accessible during this mission and it appears to be unfinished as it looks like the roof is floating in the air. In The Fastest Boat, you don't have to use the switch to lower the boat into the water. You can actually just go near the crane and press the enter vehicle button. You'll instantly get in the boat, which will automatically drop into the water. Before you get to the yacht in Supply and Demand, your speedboat is bulletproof, fireproof and explosion proof.
So why in the hell are we running errands for? The more we learn now, the less we have to learn when we take this town over.
Death Row is the only story mission in the game with no cash reward. In All Hands on Deck, if you manage to get off Cortez's yacht and get in a vehicle on land, Cortez will die for some reason. In Rubout, if you enter Diaz's mansion via the roof, the enemies on the stairs will not spawn. Shakedown is also the name of a mission in GTA Vice City Stories. Both missions involve persuading shop owners to pay protection.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
That's why you need us.
Please.
In Bar Brawl, there are suitcases in the back of the Oceanic part to DBP security. The suitcases disappear once the mission is over. In Copland, if you input a change character cheat when inside the mall, you'll get a 4-star wanted level and the soldiers guarding the cafe will shoot at you. In 4 Iron, if you leave one of the caddies close enough to the water, the target will accidentally drown himself as he tries to escape. Demolition Man is the only mission for Avery Carrington in which you don't need to change your clothes. In 2-Bit Hit, the gang lord drives a Romero's hearse, which never appears at any other point in the game without the use of cheats. Stunt Boat Challenge is the only mission for Umberto Rubina that does not involve fighting enemy gangs. In Cannon Fodder, if you get in the car in the alley, it will explode instantly. In Naval Engagement, Umberto Rubina's voice actor, Danny Trejo, mispronounces Umberto's surname.
They're laughing at me, Tommy, at me, Umberto Rubino. They're doing whatever they like.
Juju Scramble is the only time you'll see SWAT officers armed with nightsticks and sniper rifles. Ow. In Bombs Away, there is a glitch that allows you to get out of the Top Fun van and kill the gang members without using the RC planes. As soon as you're in the van, press and hold the exit vehicle button until the cutscene ends. Dirty Lickens was removed from the German version of the game. In Trojan Voodoo, if you set the cars on fire before entering the pink marker, the gang members will get out and run away. The empty cars will then drive themselves to the factory.
Going to plant the bomb. Cover me.
In Love Juice, if you try to pick up Mercedes in a vehicle with only 1 seat, the cutscene won't end and you'll have to restart the game.
Okay, but just as a favor, I expect return.
In Psycho Killer, a trash master is scripted to come out of an alley when you're chasing the psycho. In Alloy Wheels of Steel, your opponent's bikes have better speed and handling than ordinary ones. You can steal one, but doing so will cause the race to start immediately. In Messing with the Man, a man's head can be seen on the floor during the mission's opening cutscene. Presumably due to a glitch, the man is walking through the floor instead of over it.
I'm a very busy man. If it's a fight that's gonna settle this, then bring it on.
Being one of us ain't just about brawling. It's about being part of a family.
In Hog Tied, the staircase that the game encourages you to use is one of 36 unique stunt jumps in the game. In Publicity Tour, the weather is always scripted to be stormy, as if the mission isn't hard enough. Distribution is called Ice Cream Mission on the Japanese version of the game. After completing Checkpoint Charlie, you have the option to play the mission 5 more times, but it will become increasingly difficult, as you'll have a shorter time limit and the weather will be affected. On the plus side, your cash reward is bigger. At Sunshine Autos, you must go to a map of the city in order to take part in street races. This is actually the beta map and not the map used in the final version of the game. If you try to deliver a pizza boy to the Sunshine Autos import garage when you're currently doing the pizza boy mission, you'll be told to come back when you're not so busy. In No Escape, you'll get yelled at if you equip a weapon straight after entering the police station.
Put the weapon away or face the consequences!
In The Shootist, you might recognise the pictures on the targets in the second and third rounds. Yep, it's artwork of characters from GTA 3, including Misty. The driver is one of the hardest missions in the game because Hillary has a faster car and the cops are chasing you. However, you are allowed to change your car if you're quick enough, obviously. Before you start the mission, leave a fast car near the police station and get in it as fast as you can during the race.
Okay, I'll drive for you, but please treat me bad.
In The Job, Tommy tells Hillary to keep driving around the block. He actually drives all around the city. In Gunrunner, the Mexican gunrunner mentioned by Phil is named Pedro Garcia. His name can be found on the game's official website. In Boomshine Saigon, Phil blows off his right arm during the mission's opening cutscene, but at the end of the mission, his left arm is missing instead. To complete the Pole Position Club asset, you must spend a total of $300 in a private dance room. For every $100 you spend, the stripper changes, but you'll only see the changes if you leave and re-enter the room. In Recruitment Drive, if you drive recklessly, Candy will say that her implants aren't insured yet.
Tommy, be careful. My implants aren't insured yet.
After you complete Dodo Dodo, a seaplane will always spawn at the jetty behind the film studios. In Martha's Mugshot, if you set Candy's limo on fire, the driver will get out and run away, allowing you to get in. However, once Candy gets in, the limo will drive itself to Candy's destination. In G-Spotlight, you don't have to use a motorbike to hit the rooftop checkpoints. You can use a helicopter instead. VIP is the only taxi asset mission that you'll fail for running out of time. Friendly Rivalry is the only taxi asset mission that does not require you to be in a Kaufman cab once the mission is started. After completing Cabmageddon, the radio station music in Kaufman cabs will be replaced with two-way radio chatter.
I got a pickup near Prawn Island. I smell something fishy. Get it, Doris? Fishy, huh?
In Spilling the Beans, a Kaufman cab is provided at the start to allow you to get to the Malibu Club much faster. This never happens in any other mission in the game. You'll fail Hit the Courier if the courier reaches a building in Little Haiti. This building is only accessible during this mission and is guarded by 4 women with shotguns. In Roadkill, your target, Carl Pearson, is riding a Pizza Boy moped. This is the only time you'll see a non-player character using this vehicle. In Waste the Wife, you can kill Mrs. Dawson by pushing her car into the water, which will not fail the mission, even though you're instructed to leave the area before she dies. The Bobcat in Autoside is black and pinkish red. This colour for the Bobcat is not used at any other point in the game. In Checkout at the Check-In, a helicopter spawns on the helipad in the airport. This is the only time a helicopter will appear on this particular helipad. Loose Ends is the only mission for Mr. Black in which he does not say taped under the phone.
Leave the merchandise and taxi to the helipad at the airport. There is a gate to your left that leads to the back of the factory.
In Hot Ring, it is possible to stop your opponents from respawning properly. Simply park your car in the respawn area and then destroy all your opponent's cars. Each time you successfully complete Blood Ring, your target time will increase by 1 minute. In Dirt Ring, your cash reward will depend on how fast you collect all the checkpoints. $50,000 for under 5 minutes, $10,000 for between 5 and 10 minutes, and $5,000 for over 10 minutes. Each time you successfully beat your best time in Cone Crazy, the cash reward will be twice as much as the previous reward. Unique stunt jumps are disabled during PCJ Playground. The helicopter used in RC Raider Pickup is simply a green version of the helicopter used in Demolition Man. In RC Bandit Race, the red car is the most difficult AI car to overtake. In RC Baron Race, if you attempt to fly your plane across to the mainland, it will automatically self-destruct. After you complete Trial by Dirt, you can keep replaying it and try to beat your best time, but the mission will become increasingly difficult. You'll have to deal with explosive barrels, rain, and gang members with machetes. Similarly, you can keep replaying Test Track, which also becomes increasingly difficult. There will be explosive barrels, and you'll be chased by a security guard who tries to ram you and pull you out of your Landstalker.
Okay, if that's what you want.
4 different vehicles can be used for Taxi Driver: Cabby, Kaufman Cab, Taxi, and Zebra Cab. In Paramedic, if a cop drags a patient out of the ambulance's passenger seat, the other patients will automatically get out the next time you stop, and the game will think they've been rescued when you go to the hospital. In Vigilante, if you pause the game and go to the brief menu, you'll see subtitles that indicate where the suspects were last seen. In Firefighter, most of the burning vehicles are parked, but the one in level 4 is always on the move until you put out the flames. In the Pizza Boy mission, if a vehicle runs over a pizza, it'll explode. What a waste of food. Although the score to beat at the shooting range is 30 points, you must score at least 45 points to get 100% completion, which will also unlock the ability to reload your weapons faster. There are 4 chopper checkpoint side missions in the game. The one in downtown is only unlocked once you've completed G Spotlight. However, you can play the downtown one early by landing another Sparrow exactly where the usual Sparrow would spawn. In Cap the Collector, the Mafia members have the same character models as Harry and Lee from the beginning of the game. And finally, in Keep Your Friends Close, Tommy tells Ken to put $20 million into cases, but the subtitles say $3 million.
Ken, you get the first run of counterfeit cash and put 20 mil in briefcases.
In the next cutscene, Tommy and the subtitles say $3 million.
There's 3 mil in the cases.
So there you have it. That was one fact about every mission in GTA Vice City. Hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching, and stay solid.